don't know why it does that. That works. Seems to work better, but look what I did. Do, 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 do. Huh. Do, do, do. Down the street, the people way down low. Down the street, machine guns ready to go. All right, that looks better. That looks better. That's best. I don't know, maybe an hour. Why?
Just wondering what's going on for us today.
It's a pop-up auction, so I'm just Yep, I'm working it. Thanks, Colpin. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Sometimes my microphone, I don't know. Oh, perfect, perfect. Is the music too loud? Is the music too loud? I don't know if it is. I'm not used to doing music too, but everybody else seems to be. Can't hear my music. Let's see what happens. Let's mix it a little bit. Let's see what happens. How can you hear it? No? Huh. I used to play this 45 over and over again when I was a kid. Tell me when you can hear the music. Another one bites the dust. Probably not, huh? No music yet. You can see me shake my head. Let's see what happens here. Another one bites the dust. Another one bites the dust. Another one bites the dust. You hear the song, or are you just watching me do stupid things? See those 45s behind me? Oh, awesome. God, I loved that 45 when I was a kid. We would spend our dollar allowance just on a 45 at the music store. Oh, here comes the Eagles. Let me show you a few that are coming up. Dates wise. Oh, this is beautiful. These are all hand painted by me, by the way. Every one of them. So it's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful jerk bait. Look at that. Gorgeous jerk bait. Oh, it's a beautiful. This is a beautiful topwater spook. The records? Oh yeah, I've got Elvis Presley back there. I've got the Righteous Brothers. I've got them all back there on that. I mean, that's a great wall of great songs. On a 45, but decided to stay with my grandfather instead of becoming famous. I'm sure that was a good choice. I really do. I'm sure that was a good choice. I'll always choose love over fame. Fame doesn't last, but love Last forever. True love does. So always choose love. Awesome. I got some 100-year-old records from my mother when she passed away 23 years ago. They're all Italian. They're 78. So, never voices in the corridor. I used to be a drummer in high school. Oh, yeah. It was way back when. Such a love. Was never a singer. It's targets. As long as you went through the middle, you were good. It's got a bullseye on it. Got a Mercedes Benz. Got a lot of pretty, pretty boys. Got some beautiful, beautiful top water. Got some beautiful shallow dives, square bills. Um, really got some great looking baits for you guys. Really good baits. Even got, oh, let me pull this baby out. This one's huge. This is a jointed diving bait. 1969. And still the voices are calling me. Look at that baby. It's a big guy. 6 inch. Yes, this song is all about alcoholism. You know that, don't you? Probably. Isn't that beautiful? I use a color shifting PPG pigment in my clear coat, and it reflects in lots of different colors. I mean, it just shines in all sorts of colors. A beautiful bait. Love my baits. I catch a lot of fish with my baits. I know my YouTube channel is called Terrible at Fishing. If you want to see me paint these baits, I just got done painting. Oh, these aren't clear coated yet, but nice little bluegills. These took an hour and a half to paint, by the way. I mean, just a lot of color in a bluegill. And everybody who buys something today gets a Terrible at Fishing sticker because everybody needs a Terrible at Fishing sticker on their tackle box. We all do because that's my YouTube channel. So check it out. I have over 1,000 videos on my YouTube channel. It's fairly successful. All right. I think I got this music way too high. All right, we'll turn it down because I'm yelling right now. Okay. You're terrible. I'm disgusting. Timmy. Timmy, you'll get your baits tomorrow, by the way. I mean, a Little Log Cabin supported me on my inaugural show, and his baits are in town right now where he lives. He will get his tomorrow. And I always like to surprise you guys with a little something, something in your box. So I want you to be excited about these baits. And when you get it, you will know definitely you got something from Terrible at Fishing. So will the postman. Thanks, Trevor. I really appreciate it. You know, my YouTube channel is really fun. I have lots of playlists, and I'm in. So you guys know. So we're about to start. I'm in Klamath Falls, Oregon, and I am on the pro staff of Cajun Custom Rods. I am the Lake Pro and fishing director at Lake of the Woods. And I do all the fishing events at Lake of the Woods and also teach people how to fish. I'm more of a bass fisherman, even though a lot of people go to Lake of the Woods for trout. They kind of miss the boat, if you ask me, but that's them. I'm a bass fisherman in trout country. I mean, here in Oregon, it's all about trout and salmon. But we have great bass in this area. And we have a state record, I'm sure of it, in Lake of the Woods because me and a buddy of mine both have hooked one that looked like a state record. It's always the one that got away, right? But I have redesigned my baits, the big ones, in order for that fish not to shake it out next time. So the nice thing about my baits is that I use really good hardware on it. You could buy a beautiful bait. Oh yeah. Well, you know what? Lily pads are very hard, Tim. They're really hard. But at Lake of the Woods, we have great lily pad fishing. But I use really good baits or really good hardware on it. I use stainless steel split rings. I use typically big black hooks on these. They're really sharp, very sticky. On my beasts, those are basically my really big ones. It's not for sale, by the way, because it's one of my favorites. This is a topwater wake bait. I know, 7.5 inches. And those are Gamakatsu 1/0s. Really, really sticky. And that baby, it has gotten quite a few hits. It's a little worn out a little bit here and there. But he hits like crazy. I'll get 5 fish on that baby in an hour. When the water's warm. Typically, you do top water when it's 70 degrees or better. And then it's just popping. So let's start the auction. Let's go with, one I've already put up there. And I'm going to mark these as lots. So we're going to start all the auctions at $5. This is thanks, Timbo. Really appreciate it. So this is a jerkbait, and oh god, I did not even tell you how big that jerkbait is. Let me see. It's 4 inches, a little over 4. It's a little over 4 inches because there's another one here, and so we're going to do our first one, and we'll see what happens. All right, this starts at $5, and yes, you will get a sticker. All right, for every purchase, you're going to get a Terrible Fishing sticker because, by gosh, everybody needs one. And Timmy, I'm sorry I forgot to. Yours didn't make it in there, but you will love the gift I gave you. You really would. All right, get ready, set, and we'll get this baby going. It is not going to be sudden death, so just so you guys know, I've done auctions with sudden. It's kind of, I don't know, I don't like it. But $5 for a custom hand-painted bait, that is a beautiful bait. So let's get it started, and it's going. Let's see who will get this beautiful jerk bait. And I will tell you, jerk baits, I have one buddy, Mike. It's all he fishes with is jerk baits. And he might catch your stuff all the time. Jerk bait is one of the more reliable baits. So let's see. Anybody? $5 for a custom bait. Come on. $5? You guys need. It's not going to happen, is it? Oh, Timmy. I always rely on Timmy. Wait till he gets his gift. His. All right. So Tim. All right. Let's see. We gotta mark this. It's really not top water, Mike. All right. This is lot 1. I'm going to just sort of put this here. I gotta be more organized. You see, I gotta be organized. If you're not organized, everybody gets something different. Then I have to go through the video and stuff. So there you go. All right, there's one. One for Timmy. All right, so oh god, that is really a funky one. Should we do a funky one? Do a funky one. Let's do a square bill. We're gonna do a square bill, and this is a square bill craw pattern. Oh, you want a funky one? All right. This is funky. It's actually a knockoff. This is a glide bait. All right. This is a jointed glide bait. All right. It's really weird. But I love the pattern. All right. So instead of going yellow with red stripes, I went red with yellow stripes on this one, and I just think it sets it off. So let's go. Let's call it lot 2, starting at $5. Let me tell you its dimensions before we start it. Let me grab that. I think it's 3 inches. Yeah, it's 3 inches. And it weighs, let me get my little scale. It's 3 inches and it weighs half an ounce. So it's half an ounce, 0.5 ounces, and it's 3 inches. So that's it. Let's start the auction. $5. I mean, this thing's really nice. And it's got that color shifting pigment in it. Oh, look, start auction, Mike. Hit the button. Hit the button. That's a beautiful, beautiful bait. Beautiful bait. You're gonna. I mean, that is a very. I mean, I love fishing that design too. There's lot 2. So we're going to have these envelopes all done for you. This way I can just print out the thing and whoop, there we go. Oh, Single Dad. It's a battle between you and Timmy, Single Dad. Mind you, it's still worth that much money. My baits at Lake of the Woods will range anywhere up to $50 for the biggies. So so this is a beautiful, beautiful. It is a real popular design. So really, really nice. You guys. So let me put those stickers in these envelopes too, because I don't want to forget about putting your terrible at fishing sticker in it. All right. Timmy got it. All right, Tim. You fought for that one, didn't you? You fought for that one. All right. It's in your envelope. All right. So I'm a big BFS fan. I love BFS product. So it's an unpinned product. Okay. And so this is a very, very small lure. It weighs 0.2 ounces. It's about 2 3/8 inches. This is a wake bait. Really is a beautiful design. It is a crappie, what I call my vibrant crappie. And the neat thing too about it, see that the top? This is a metallic color shift up on the top head of that. It's a beautiful, beautiful bait. For when the water's warm, you're going to be fishing smallies with that regularly. Yeah, radioactive crappie is a good thing to call it. So let's start the auction on this little guy. All right, let's see what you guys think about him. Fantastic. I love this. Is one of my favorite blanks to fish with. Oh, Glasgow, welcome in the house. Glasgow's in the house. I got to put this one up next. You guys are going to love this one too. You're going to love all of them. Because every time I paint a bait, I always say, this is going to catch fish. And I'm right, because something about the PPG color shifting pigment I put in the clear coat, actually, because it's so sparkly, it gives really nice. Single Dad, you got it. All right, we're going to put you in a little package here because I have little packages. Single Dad. Let me put your names on these envelopes too. So we got Tim and Single Dad. So I can keep these things. Now this one is a round bill. This round bill is See, 3.5 inches long, but that's going to fool you a little bit. Half ounce. Because what I did with this is I've given it a tail spinner. All right. That tail spinner elongates and gives it a swimming action. And this round bill has a perfect S swim pattern to it. I catch a ton of fish with these, and I do it with that spinner. That spinner is fantastic. So it's kind of like, it's a darker green, but it's what I call it is a color shifting green, yellow to green or gold to green, and then that blood on it. I really added the blood to it. This is an expensive lure, but we're going to start at $5 because I did add that tail spinner to it. So that tail spinner, even though it's 3.5 inches, it's actually a 5-inch bait with a spinner. So let's get that started. This is a really, really nice lure. I can't tell you how good my tail spinners work. They're really, really good. Bloody booger green. That sounds good to me. That's my bloody booger green. Oh, there's my cat. So this particular one, very, 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 the smart ones are going to pop in right at the very end. Maybe I should do sudden death, but I don't know. I've seen that on other ones, and this is a really nice. All right, Tim. All right, this is beautiful. It really is. And this one right on the drop off over at Lake of the Woods. This baby. I mean, the smallies love it, but I have actually caught a 27-inch brown with it. So if you fish it right along right after a stocking, the browns come up and hit it. And it is just amazing. All right, so we're going to go with another jointed. This is a wake bait, and it's 3 inches, about a half ounce. This one I went with a silver with a lavender tone to it. Really, and the eye is a glass yellow eye that also reflects green. This is a beautiful. You can see the green in the eye too. So really a beautiful bait. One of my favorite ways is subsurface, top water, and the water's warm. Yeah, it's 3 inches. This one's 3 inches long. And so let's start this, and voila. We'll get that baby going. That one's 3 inches. And oh, this is so pretty. Every time I grab one, I'm like, oh, this is so pretty. I love my baits. I mean, maybe it's because I created it. It was sort of like, do you have an ugly child? Well, you might, but you're not going to admit it. So these are my babies. All right. These are my babies. So they ain't ugly. They're just not ugly. All right. So Glasgow. All right. So let's get you an envelope started, Glasgow. And Glasgow, your shipment's out, right? You saw that. You live a little farther away than Timmy does. He lives only an hour and a half away. So he gets his baits faster. Timmy and I, we fish. Yeah, go fishing. Because Lake of the Woods splits our distance. It's right in the middle. So this is a lipless. So this lipless, let me weigh it. It's 0.4 ounces. And crappie pattern, 2.5 inch. Tons of rattle. I mean, they don't call these rattle traps for nothing. So here's a rat. Here, you can call it a lipless, you can call it a rattle trap, but look at that eye. That eye is stunning. Adds a lot more flair to that baby. And I just love that eye. So yellow, green, blue, pearl, that the white underneath is a pearl. This baby just flashes and makes noise. Yeah, it's coming, Glass. I mail everything the next day, so these things will go out tomorrow. And with with this is going to make it smarter by making your envelopes ahead of time right now. So, but yeah, this is really that is such a cool eye. I put an extra big eye on that one. Such a pretty eye. I love that eye. Man, the eye alone will catch something. All right, Timmy. Yeah, Timmy's going to go fishing with me and with nothing but my baits. Awesome. Congratulations, buddy. All right, so let's go to the baby bass. Because this is a baby bass design. Again, finesse topwater wake bait. Same as the other one. It's the same blank, but different pattern. I put a pearl platinum bottom on it with that green and the black top. This is a really very pretty bait. Really, really like that bait. Come on. I got my camera on. There we go. That didn't work. There it goes. That is a beautiful baby bass design. Small baits are harder to make. I can't charge a lot. Thanks, Tim. All right, here we go. This is a baby bass wake bait. You're going to pull this thing through the water gingerly and slowly, popping it a little bit, and just let that thing wiggle. It's got a good rattle in it. It is really, the smallmouths will be jumping all over this thing. In Lake of the Woods, where I fish and teach people how to fish from the marina up to Aspen Point, it is just full of smallies. That's where they breed and spawn, and I just catch them all the time there. So, Glasgow, come on, he's got it. That is a beautiful bait, Glasgow. It really is a beautiful bait. One of my favorite designs. I'm going to paint a lot more of these, I think. I got some new stencils, and this was one of them. So Glasgow goes inside there, and you're gonna love everybody. You guys, when I send you stuff, you're gonna get some surprises. You just will, because it's just what you deserve. All right, so this right here is a ultralight. We're talking ultralight, 0.2 ounces, I think. Not even 0.16 ounces. All right. This one is something you would throw with a BFS or a spinning setup. It is a little guy, but this guy right here, he's got color shifting on it. So as you turn them, you can see that gold on the bottom, and then at the top is a color shift, and this is a gorgeous. You're going to pull this through the water really, really, in fact, so painstakingly slow, it's going to hurt you. But the beautiful thing about going with a really slow motion bait is that you go from 0 to 60 in a heartbeat. As soon as that thing is hit, you go from going really slow to just pure excitement. It's like a drag race is what it's like. That is a beautiful bait. It really is a gorgeous, gorgeous little jerk bait. And again, you're going to pull this through, tick, tick, and just finesse it under the water. And you will get, trout are going to hit this, crappie, panfish are going to hit this, bluegills. I mean, to be honest, this is kind of the closest thing to a multi-species bait that I have. So when you buy it, you're going to fish it slow, a couple little tinks on it, and boom, Timmy, this thing will catch everything. This will catch everything. really well. It really will. I mean, it's an all-purpose bait. Oh, that's all right. Oh, it's so hard for me to pick a bait. Okay, if anybody has stained water, stained darker water, this is a different, but it's a slow retrieve jerk bait. It's a little bit different from the one we just saw in blanks. Let me weigh it. It's probably 0.2 ounces, not 0.16. Let's see. 0.2 ounces. And I think it's just a tad bit longer. Yeah, 2.5 inches, not 2 inches. So this is just a little bit longer. And this, the maroon color with the gray belly is, this is and that's a color shift too. I think it's called Let It Meet Cake. You can see the gold up on top and the green. This actually, it's really hard for you to see the real color of it, but it's actually maroon. And that particular bait, you're going to pull through the water really, really slow. Again, a multi-species bait. This thing, everything will want to hit it. Everything's going to want to hit it. So let's go start auction. And it's 0.2 ounces. Excuse me. 2.5 inches. It is a jerk bait. It's going to dive to about 2 to 4 feet, maybe get that deep. But again, you don't want to retrieve this too fast or else it'll disrupt its action. Look at that. You see the color shift in it. Look at that. See the color shift? See the maroon? It's a stunning bait. I love this color. I mean, when the light hits it, it literally will change colors. Nobody bought it? Nobody bought it. I can't believe nobody bought that. That is beautiful. It's one of my, I'll fish with it. I think I probably have one in my tackle box. Is that good? Okay. I think nobody got that. I should stop talking and pay better attention, huh? All right. Here's some jigging baits. I'm going to put 2 of these in here, okay? Start the bid at $5. So, all right. You're going to love this one. You really will. These are jigging baits. These are great for crappie and panfish. But this one, I swear to you, this one, let me make this small and get this stand much smaller because it's a jigging bait. All right, I'm going to turn off. Hey, stupid thing. All right, I'm going to do 2 different colors. So the neat thing is about this one glows. All right, this one's going to glow. Yeah, it's great for ice fishing too, but I crappie fish a lot. I love crappie fishing. And this guy, literally, that's without the light. I just blasted a second with UV, and UV light, and that's what it looks like, guys. All right, it is a magnet for panfish. So I'm gonna do 2. Okay, so this one is sort of a beautiful rose. With that, with the that orange up front, and it's a color shift too. So we're going to do 2 of these. All right. That glow one's awesome, by the way. I use a pigment called Lit. Let me see if I can get that camera to look down a little bit. Yeah, there you go. So those are the 2. So we're going to do 2 of these. All right. We're going to start the auction at $5, just like anything. Yes, I catch bass a lot. This is right here. But who doesn't love pan fishing? I mean, I love pan fishing. So we're going to start the auction for these 2. All right, you get both of them for $5. And that that one just glows, man. That is such a hot. I mean, You blast that with light. That's just going to glow in the dark. And you're going to drop that below the dock and just start pulling up fish. It is such a sweet bait. Love that one. I love pan fishing. I don't know anybody. I mean, crappie are tough to get. Two baits. Two baits. For five or whatever you guys end up with. You guys fighting it out. Hey, Diet Waffles, Marsha, thank you guys for stopping in and checking out my little auction. I really appreciate. These are all hand painted baits by me, every one of them, and so I just absolutely let's go. All right, glow in the dark one. I have to put that in the glow jig package. That is really a very cool one. You use any light, but the UV flashlights are cheap, and they really get them to glow quick. I mean, you saw me; I just barely hit it, and it was bright as you can imagine. So let's put those two in there because why not? All right, so we're going to go. All right, we're going to go with this one. Let's do a double again, but I can't get too crazy because these cost me a lot of time. Oh, that's beautiful. All right, we're gonna go with two, and those bluegills took me an hour and a half to paint. Just FYI. All right, so let's get my little stand wider. All right, so this is sort of a brown orange, burnt orange, and then that green back. And what that does is a square bill. It'll dive about 6 feet. What that does, it makes the bait look skinnier in the water, but it's such a brilliant color to it. We're going to add a top water because if you can go diving. This has got the magenta stripes, which work really, really well for me. And I mean, they just work really well for me. I'm going to start this at $7 because I'm scared. I know you guys, I should trust you guys more, right? But this is $7 for the two. All right. $7 for two. So let's, oh my God, let's hold my breath. Here that goes. Single dad needs more. Single dad needs more. You gotta make shipping worth it, buddy. We'll make sure. I always take care of you guys. Ask after my shipments that get received this week by everybody from my inaugural auction, you will see that, I don't know if do you rate people? I think there's a rating that you give auctions. I think you do. And then, maybe I'll get good. Single dad. Perfect. You need more. So what a fantastic top water and square bill. So really, really, very good. Both those will get hits. I mean, look at that square bill, man. That thing's just that thing will hit. Every time I paint a bait, I say that though. I'm usually right. Usually I'm right. Oh, okay. I forget I paint these once in a while, and when I see it, I go, oh, I remember painting you. And but this is a really unusual blank. It is it is a square bill, but it's more like a cross, more of a coffin bill. And the way this bait is, it is a diver. All right, this will go down about 5 feet. But I want you to see something. See that hole in the back? That helps it run true. There's a hole right here. And It's got a good rattle to it. Really good rattle. It's about 2.5 inches, and it weighs a third of an ounce. And it is, I call this my watermelon. All right. It is, I put transparent colors on this one. So sort of that watermelon in the middle, and then the green. And then I threw red up on the front, almost like I splashed red upon it. Um, it's a really cool looking bait. I've actually caught a lot of fish with this. And I want you to know that this is a really nice bait. And by the way, this watermelon design is one of a kind. You will not see another one. I've never recreated this design. So let's see what happens at $5. This is a really nice custom bait. It is beautiful. And I love the way it's, like I said, it's like a coffin bill. You see how that bill is? See, it's not really a round bill or a square bill. It's what I call a coffin bill. And that is a beautiful bait. And it will catch. It's got good rattle to it. You can see the metallics in it, the specks in it. Those all color shift to different colors. So, yeah, it looks mad. It does look mad. But that's the beauty of it. I get a good reaction strike. All right, Tim. This right here, there's not another bait like it on earth. All right? I mean, there's another nice thing about custom baits. Custom baits, because I hand paint them, no two are alike. They're similar, but no two are alike. You're just not going to find exactly the same thing in my lineup because I hand paint them. How can you mess it? I mean, how can I do it exactly the same each time? I can't. I just can't. All right, so this is a spook. This is a pencil bait, walking bait. Great rattles in it. I love rattles in my walking baits. Cool thing too about this is a color shifting green. You're going to see it under the light with a lime green belly to it. But what's so neat about it, see this? He's got a chin. He's got a chin on it. That chin gives the wake some really neat effect. And see the specks? This is a great walking bait. You're not going to get a walking bait for less than $10, but we're going to start this, let alone, custom one. So we're going to start this at $5. Let's see what happens. Thanks. I love my baits. But like I said, who has, well, the flakes, TCL, are color shifting. So they're made by PPG, and it's usually put in automotives paint in order to give that, lowrider thing that I used to remember back in the 70s. And so they don't just color shift in red and green. They go yellow. They do orange. It's a full rainbow of reflection. I can't do it. But anyway, it's a full rainbow in it. He's gonna go nuts. I hope you're single, Timmy, because your wife's gonna get in trouble. I'm gonna get in trouble with your wife if you're not single. All right. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's so pretty. Oh. Oh, you're gonna love this. You're gonna love this one. I went crazy with the pigmentation on this one. And this one is True Finesse. It is super tiny. And it is a top water. It's 0.15 ounces. Okay. 0.15 ounces. Not even 2 inches, 1 3/4 inches. I put so much glitter on this one. This is a glitter bomb. But yellow in my lake works so well. I catch a ton with the color yellow. And this one will refract light like crazy, like a like a spinner, you know. All right, this is a wake bait. You're just gonna, I mean, throw this thing out there and just pull it in. Oh, she was. I love your wife. All right, so let's do another one in that one. Let's do another one. Let's do another glow in the dark. I have one more glow jig. All right. So this is a glow jig. So this one glows. This is a glow jig. And we're going to start the auction at $5. And you're going to get both of these. Okay. So this is, whatever. What do you do there? Do that there. Stop it. All right. Let's put it back there and see if. All right. Those two baits, a top water wake bait, super finesse, 0.15 ounces, and a jiggin that will glow in the dark. Black light. Actually, I use UV. Watch. If I do a UV on that, and then pull it off, there, that UV works so good on it. So let's start the auction. All right, so you get both those baits for whatever you guys end up with. Demoa, thank you very much, 007. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah. Don't mess with 007. Don't mess with 007. You get two baits, a top water and a great jigging bait. Look at that thing glow. I barely hit it with UV. I barely hit it. When I'm over by the docks, I'm jigging those babies and just pulling them up. You're just pulling them up. Oh, Glasgow got it. All right, let's turn that baby on. Black light reminds me of college. It's just like, we're just like put Velvet Elvis up on the wall and just sort of, or the tiger, and we're just gonna. You guys probably don't know that, but I'm 60 years old, so I had really cool college days. Really cool college days. All right. How about, oh, God, that's so beautiful. Oh, you know what? This one, you're not going to catch this one on camera as good as it really is. When I made this, I wanted to put a texture on the bait itself. So it has a texture to it, and it really makes it swim differently. And so again, you saw one of these earlier, but without the texture. And you be able to see that texture? Maybe. It is a color shift, so you can actually see the colors shift on this. And this is also one of those 2.5-inch jerk baits. All right, we're going to add this one to that. All right, this one's such a cool looking bait. I've caught big bass on this one. I know it sounds weird, but they hit it. So see that bait right there? That's a round bill. This one's a round bill. Again, another finesse, 2.5 inches. And so we're going to do both those baits. I know I'm going crazy here. I got to paint a lot of baits before my next show. These things take time to paint, but it's raining outside, so I got time. I guess. What are you going to do on a rainy day? All right, so these two baits, both finesse, both are 0.2 ounces, give or take. The one in the package is a round bill. It's going to dive deeper than the coffin bill. So let's start that at $7 for the two of these. Oh my God. And again, very slow retrieve. When you throw this out there, pull it a couple times to get it to dive to its depth, and then you're just going to do this. You're just going to do that. It's going to hurt you the way you're going to pull this in. But as soon as you get a hit, again, it's like going to the drag races. Boop, 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 boop. And then you're going to get a big old hit on it. And you're off to the races. All right, buddy. He is a finesse-aholic like me. I mean, I have an Aldebaran, a Shimano Aldebaran, with my Cajun 7.5-inch trigger light. And my Aldebaran, if you guys have never owned an Aldebaran for BFS, it's the best bait casting reel on earth. Best bait casting reel on earth. Let's go with a lipless. Now, this lipless is hand painted. I mean, the base is airbrushed, but everything on it is done with an artist brush. Okay, and it has got a really good rattles, 2.5 inch, half ounce rattle trap. It does have a really cool flat spot on its head. Now, why is that cool? Because it causes it to shake better when it's got a flat spot on its head, and then just always round. So you can see that flat spot. See that? This is more brown than it is, but the camera really shows it as a beet red. I love the yellow spots on it. They really hit the light, and with that the rattle trap, really nice. I love Cajun rods. I mean, I'm on their pro staff. They are handmade. They're American made. They're carbon fiber. I got a ton of them on the wall behind me, let alone 4 in my truck right now. So I mean, if you guys have never owned an affordable, American made rod, they're very affordable. All right, here we go. A rattle trap. $5 we started at. And this baby, I actually designed it after a 6 cents. Actually, I liked the 6 cents one, so I kind of copied it. Although it's all hand painted. This one's an art, a work of art. You should. I mean, Timmy, the Cajuns are the best. All right, nobody really wanted my work of art. I'll cry later. Oh yeah, I have a crying room. Oh, what do we got left? Oh. Oh my goodness. This is again another topwater. Again, this is one of my I love topwater fishing, guys. I really do. I mean, you get a show from beginning to end. You get to see the bite from right when they blow up on it and then coming in. All right, so this is the same topwater, 0.2 ounces, and it is a sort of a fire tiger design. And what I did with it, paint-wise, the belly's a platinum white pearl. Then you see the yellow, red, and then the back and the nose. If you can see that color shift, it is actually a color shifting back that's so shiny. That is a beautiful. Can you show one of their rods? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I got lots of rods behind me. Let's start this at $5. This is a beautiful, beautiful bait. So this is. Let's get. I don't sell rods, but this is their trigger, so probably not catching on a light. Nobody wants it. There's a beautiful looking bait. Beautiful looking bait. It'll catch you, let alone a fish. All right, fine. So Cajun makes a lot of different rod lines. But my favorite is their trigger. This has got the Curado BFS on it. There's a Curado BFS on this. Although I've graduated to the Aldebaran. But this right here, it's a hand. This is a handmade carbon fiber rod, and this one's 7 feet long. This is a light, 1/16 to 3/8 ounce. It's got a good backbone to it, and that's another nice thing. Typically with light, you don't have much of a backbone, but this one's got a really good backbone, and you could still throw a 1/16 ounce bait with this. They use cork on their lights, and they don't do a split. So it's a solid cork, really nice cork. They do make 6-footers, so you could do that, but I don't like 6-footers. I do have one. There is a 6-footer back there. I use it for crappie jigging. That one I use for crappie. That's my crappie rod. Is my 6-footer. So I do have a 6-footer in the back. So anyway, I have a lot of their rods. Love their rods. All right, what do we got left? What do we have? God, I can't believe you didn't buy that. Oh, okay. All right, now you guys didn't want. We're going to go with the big one. I only have one big one that I will sell because big ones are expensive. All right, this one is 6 inches, and I think it's about 2.5 ounces. No, it's 1.5 ounces. So it's 1.5 ounces. This one's really different. I did put a crappie pattern on here with a graduated silver onto a dark green back, but the fins. Okay. All right. See those fins? See how bright green they are? They are really cool. The crappie pattern is magenta. It is a diving bait. So this is going to go down about 6 feet, 8 feet. And it is a big one. All right. It's a jointed diving bait. This isn't a wake bait. No, it'll dive on you. This one will dive on you. And the square bill almost looks like a wake bait, but it's not. Where is that beast? That's a wake bait. Love that one. Catch a lot of fish with that. I'm going to order more of those and start painting those because I really, 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 really like those. But this right here is an expensive lure. I'll just tell you that. It's just an expensive lure. These run about $25-$30. And we're going to start this at $10. All right. Just because it's my last one for the day. This is the last one for the day. Because again, the fins don't glow, but they refract light like crazy. So this is not going to dive deep. In my lake, we get 15 feet of visibility. So anything under 15 feet, we're going to have a lot of light hit it. This is going to have light hit it. And notice all the color. So we're starting at $10. It's a great bait. I mean, really expensive bait. It's a beautiful jointed bait. It's a 3D. Those fins actually protrude. And it is just a great bait. This will catch big, largemouth bass. Really big bass. Small one's not going to hit this. Small one's not going to hit nobody, huh? Go figure. Oh, there we go. Durkey's here. Hi, Durkey. I didn't see you. I'm sorry, buddy. I didn't see you, buddy. I'm sorry. All right. Oh, my gosh. Look at you, bud. Tim. Oh, my gosh. All right. Well, you know what? I want to thank you guys again. I really, really want to thank you guys again for supporting my auction. There's another one coming up, and I'm going to get to painting. There's another one scheduled, so please bookmark me. And when the winners get their thing, I think you can leave positive replies on me. I don't know. I can't remember. I'm new to this, but please, I will get busy on painting. I got a lot of stuff to paint. So thank you guys. I really, really appreciate. Yeah, I think you leave a positive. I don't know. Got my confirmation about my order being shipped. Yeah, Dirk, you did. Oh, Dirkie, you're gonna love what I sent you. You're gonna love what I sent you because you got more than you wished for, more than you paid for, which is what I usually do for all you guys. I have 3 purchasers here. I want to thank Tim and Glasgow and Siegel Dad a lot. And we'll make sure that when you get yours, you're going to be really, 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 really happy with it. I can't thank you guys enough. I really can't. I'm going to take some things off the wall and put it in these boxes, or these bags, and you guys will really like the surprises. It might not be one of mine. It might be a Sixth Sense because I have a lot of Sixth Sense stuff too. So you never know, do you? Everybody gets a sticker. Thanks, everybody. Appreciate it.